Asking is Fed for or against Taser? Easiest question of the night so far. Certainly from a national perspective, whilst there are local variations, from a national perspective, our position is that we have called for a greater rollout of Taser. We've been more specific in relation to that, and we've said that every frontline uniformed police officer who volunteers to carry Taser should be trained and equipped with Taser. We do believe that it's still important for individual officers to be volunteers to carry it and for them to make their own judgment as to whether or not they want to carry it. But certainly we've seen some forces that have been very proactive around a greater rollout of Taser, Devon and Cornwall in particular. The Chief Constable there has said that he wants all of his officers who want Taser to be equipped with it. And they've engaged with a very effective consultation process with local communities down there, so that when more officers are equipped with Taser, that the local communities are absolutely on side. I personally think that the argument in relation to Taser and the public has been won. You will always get those examples where Taser has been used and there's been issues with it. And people will suddenly jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, it's terrible, we shouldn't have it. But I think the vast majority of members of the public, and what did it for me, I think, was the incident that we had at Leytonstone with that terrorist attack on an individual cutting someone's throat. And it was police officers with Taser that were filmed and very clearly brought that to a successful conclusion. And I think a lot of members of the public are thinking whether we all carry it anyway. The big issue, the big problem really with Taser is that it looks too much like a gun, and so people think that that it is some sort of a firearm. And interestingly, I've had constructive conversations with Taser. I mean, they are the only suppliers at the moment around them considering producing a bit of kit that just does the same thing but doesn't look like a firearm. And indeed, they're up for doing that, but they're not going to do it unless there's some kind of commercial return for them, obviously, because they're going to have to invest money into it. And I think one of the things that is still open for debate, the Devon and Cornwall example that I was talking about just then, they're having to find £1.8 million of extra money in order to equip their officers. I think there's a very strong argument for saying, and indeed I have said to the Home Secretary and did say to the Home Secretary at conference, that there is money available and that it should be funded centrally, so that Chief Constables and PCCs, when they're making difficult funding decisions, don't have to put officer safety against spend. If it works and it keeps officers safe and it keeps members of the public safe, the issue of money shouldn't be the deciding factor. And I think there's a strong argument, and we are continuing to present that argument to government, saying that that they should provide the resources.